I felt bad. I regretted nothing because I never knew. So this morning, I was still sleeping when they called the battery change thing. I just already went to this now. I was trying to change the batteries. I am coming. I don't even remember the eviction thing. How will I remember? I'll be mentioning you. Come on.
Okay, so I don't even know where to start or how to start. Whether I should start with the interview between Hermes and Shags and Groovy, of course with Ebuka, or the supposed trying to iron out issues between what's her name? I don't like Bella keeps coming to my mouth. Not Bella. Between Phyna and Chi. I don't know where exactly to start, but hey, I think I should start by introducing myself, right? I mean, of course. Okay, so I am Bethy, and this is the Big Brother Naija show here on TAF TV, where I keep you updated on everything happening in this season of Big Brother Naija. That is the level up season. And yes, level up season is almost coming to an end. We just have about 5 days left, and of course I am counting down. I am counting the days because I can barely wait to see who is taking home the money. And I think I was going to say my money is on Phyna, but exactly, it's not literally on Phyna. But hey, I think Phyna is still the person I feel is going to go home with the money, even though this past days, for whatever reason, she has been decampaigning herself without even knowing it. Yeah, because she chose to pick on Chi, and I think she chose a very bad time to do that, because now she is creating a narrative for Chi and helping Chi garner sympathy votes, where people would actually feel, oh my God, Chi doesn't deserve this thing she's doing. You know, let's pay these girls back by voting for her to win. Let her not forget that she still has people outside the house that are not exactly her fans. So she could actually make people that she had wronged make their fans to vote for Chi. So she doesn't even see what she's doing. But regardless of that, I still feel like she still stands a chance. But hey, we've got 5 days to find out. And on that note, I think I would just start with the whole attempt towards resolving their issues that they had yesterday. Like, the attempt was yesterday, not the issues they had yesterday. Anyway, so we know that Bella, Chi, and even Bella, Phyna, and even Rachel had formed an alliance against Chi. Of course, Rachel already had issues with Chi following all the whole food buying thing, which is still really crazy. For some reason, these housemates are really petty and hold on to pointless arguments. I'm like, okay, and this is a reality TV show, so it's not scripted. This is actually how you are in real life, and it's weird. Okay, so yes, they had spent a whole lot of time from the previous night before yesterday till yesterday dealing with Chi verbally. Like, they were really slandering this girl, they were really dragging her. Phyna had said things, Bella had added her own, omitting the truth where necessary and feeding Phyna's anger with lies and half truths. And it was crazy that Phyna was buying everything, and even Rachel are coming to the mix, and they were just going on and on and on. And even after everything, another conversation was going on inside the house in the red room, I think, or the orange room. It was between Adekunle, Brian, and Daniela. Now, we know that Daniela has or feels as though she owes Chi some certain kind of loyalty. Now, this loyalty, of course, is not loyalty formed because, hey, I like this person or because this person is my friend. It's more like as a result of the fact that Chi had used her veto power to save Daniela. Now, this has made Daniela to automatically feel like, hey, I owe Chi some loyalty, to kind of defend her, even if she doesn't really want to. So, yeah, while Adekunle, Brian, and Daniela were talking, Brian was like telling them that, okay, he's disappointed at the fact that this conversation is still going on because he had earlier heard while Phyna, Bella, and Rachel, basically Phyna and Bella then were talking about this, and he had told them to dead the matter, that they should stop talking about it, that it's not necessary, it's not worth the conversation, it's not that deep. And, this is the last week. They should focus on enjoying themselves and having a nice time and leave all these petty issues. But hey, sadly, they didn't let it go. They're still talking about it. They're still going on and on and on about it. And it's exhausting, really, to see. And according to Adekunle, that was where Adekunle had said what I was trying to remember yesterday, where he said, misery loves company. And that is just like the best explanation or the best phrase or word for that situation. Because, hey, these two ladies, I'm talking about Phyna and Bella, have been suddenly united by their, loss of their men. They are grieving their men. So they, are transferring their aggression for whatever reasons they feel somehow that Chi has a role or had a role to play in their men being evicted. And it doesn't make sense, because to me, I'm like, what's the point of this? It's really petty and unnecessary. I mean, you have only a couple of days. You're literally counting down days to when you go see your man. The least you could do is have fun and make this last week worth it. Like, enjoy it and be considering or thinking about how you're going to win the money. I mean, wouldn't it be great for you to go back to your man, Phyna, because I don't think Bella stands a chance. So, Phyna, wouldn't it be nice for you to be going back to your man with the money, like with 100M, both in cash prizes and in gifts? Don't you think that that would be worthy of, a worthy reunion, rather than you being so petty and decampaigning yourself unnecessarily for something that you should just let go? Anyway, so yeah, they had done that a lot throughout almost all day yesterday, and later on Bella had moved to the room and tried to carry the conversation to the room as well, to recruit people in her PT party or her fight against Chi. And the people that were in that room were, of course, Daniela, Brian, and Adekunle. And Daniela, is sad to see that indirectly, because Bella was trying to ridicule Chi-Chi's role as head of house, and saying that even while she was crying when they lost the wager was unnecessary, that is nothing there to be head of house, that she was literally saying that Chi doesn't have anything upstairs, that Chi had nothing to offer, and all of that. And Daniela was like, yeah, she wasn't really supporting what Bella said, but she still also added to what Bella was saying, and was like, when they give ideas, she would find out that when everybody brings ideas, and the next thing Chi would say something and do something that is totally out of the idea that they brought, and she's like, bruh, that's not what we agreed. And and I was like, okay, Daniela, what exactly is your problem? I mean, you guys were literally just talking about how you were not happy with the slandering of Chi, and then they bring the conversation to you, and you're still kind of adding to it. Although she made a weak attempt towards trying to, redeem Chi, and trying to explain to Bella that this was why Chi was, sad, that it was a personal pressure that Chi had put on herself to win the head of house, and it wasn't really necessarily about other people. It was more like herself. But hey, anyway, Brian and Daniela later on decided to, because whilst Bella was in the room, Rachel and Phyna had come, and the conversation was getting more intense, and the dragging was getting more intense. So yeah, Bella, Daniela, and Brian had decided to act like they were sleeping, to remove themselves from the conversation. But hey, Adekunle didn't do that. He literally was he was enjoying. I don't know whether to say he was enjoying the conversation, because dude was really in it. He was investing in it. He was giving jabs. He was saying things. He was listening, and all of that went on, and that was going on for a long time. And while all of that was going on, Chi came out of the room, because Daniela had gone to serve Chi her breakfast in the room. I don't know why she did that, but hey, in the head of house bedroom. So Chi came out to get milk to use to eat. And while she was passing, she was overhearing everything they were saying, and they were really saying a lot of things that were wrong about Chi. And we know that Chi is not somebody that, like, the fact that she's calm is not from a lack of being, from being unable to express herself. It's more like choice. So we know that if Chi wants to get crazy here, she can get crazy. So it's not because she can't. It's because she chose not to. That's a huge difference. So I was really scared that she was going to flip, hearing all of that. It was obvious that she was sad. I was really scared that she was going to flip, but she didn't. She just, managed herself. She stood at the door for a while, and she was just standing there. I'm pretty sure at that point she was struggling with herself. Should I go confront them? Should I go into my room? Should I go confront them or not? And she was there for a while, and yeah, eventually she walked into her room, and I was like, okay, that's great. That's really great that she didn't go confront them, because if Chi had done that, it would have definitely resulted in a full-blown war. And she's got little to no one on her side, so it would have been really bad, really, really bad. Probably even gotten physical. Who knows? So yeah, she walked into her room and she was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And she was eating her food. And so, yeah, whilst all that back and forth in the other room was going on about Chi Chi, Rachel had attempted to advise Phyna, for whatever reason, that Phyna should try to talk to Chi Chi later and sort out her issues. Now, that is what I actually wanted to talk about more on this video. So, yes. So, in hidden to Rachel's advice, Phyna later in the day had told Chi Chi that if she was free, she'd like for them to talk. And they did talk. And Phyna laid down the issue she was having with Chi Chi. And Chi Chi tried to like explain herself where necessary. And even for the Groovy thing, she said that her liking Groovy was a long time ago, I think in week 2 or week 3, and she didn't even know who Groovy was. She just like said, okay, she saw this person and she just liked this person. You know, she doesn't know him and nothing like that. And she had moved on from it a long time ago. And according to her, she and Deji are in a real thing which they intend to continue when they leave the house. So yeah, she doesn't have any interest in Groovy. But Phyna wasn't really understanding that. She kept on saying no, that she has been seeing it when she does this, when she does that. And then Phyna talked about the whole, how Bella had told her that Chi Chi was the one who was always making them put her up for eviction and for nominating her for eviction. And Chi Chi said no, that wasn't what happened. That what happened was that she kept on telling them that even though you put Phyna up for eviction as many times as possible, she's very strong and she's always going to survive it. And so if you want to put her up, go ahead and put her up, but she's always going to survive it. And hey, you're here now, right? You are in the finals. So, I mean, I wasn't wrong after all, was I? So yeah, Phyna, the bottom line is that Chi Chi was trying to explain herself, and it was as though Phyna had already made up her mind. So you know that thing where you're just doing something to fulfill all righteousness, and you know what, you already have made up your mind. You're not really listening to what this person is saying, and that was exactly what was happening with Phyna, because she wasn't really listening to what Chi Chi was saying. She was just trying to, but Chi Chi, hey, it's cool. They tried to hold their ground. They tried not to lose their tempers. We know that those two girls are people who are like the most hot-headed people in that house. But they didn't lose their cool. They tried to manage it. They tried to manage their emotions and all of that. And they attempted towards reaching a common ground where, you know, I think they're cool now. Now we're just going to have to wait and see whether or not they are cool, right? We're just going to have to wait and see. So yeah, onto Bella and onto Shags, Groovy, and Hermes's interview. So I'm just gonna go straight to it. Hermes was asked by Ebuka if he was gonna continue his thing with Alison when she got out of the house, and he said yes, that hey, she's gonna be part of his collective. We already know that he's in a relationship with 2 other ladies, right? And he's okay. According to him, he has spoken to the girls and they are okay with adding Alison to it. Yeah, Alison's gonna be the 3rd lady in his relationship. Now, even before he had come out of the house, Alison had already been saying that, yeah, she likes Hermes a lot, but she's not ready to go on with that. Like, she cannot be a 3rd girlfriend because this is not even 3rd wife, and she can't do it. So I'm wondering what Hermes is saying. Maybe they haven't gotten to talk. But hey, I will definitely be looking forward to seeing what happens. And then for Shags, Ebuka had asked him if he was going to pursue all the things she was saying he was going to pursue with Bella when she comes out, if they're going to get married and have kids like he had been saying, you know, planning the wedding and all of that. And he said yes, that of course that he intends to pursue his intentions towards Bella and that they are genuine. What he feels for her is genuine and he's going to pursue it. And Ebuka had asked him about the whole abuse thingy. It's funny how he literally just repeated everything that Doyin has said. How, hey, he literally started by saying, I mean, I tie her shoelaces, I make breakfast for her. Everything that Doyin had said, it was as though he had gone to watch the videos, or maybe he had spoken to Doyin and she had told him what she said, so, you know, he had to back it up. And he couldn't even do it in a smart way. Like, this was literally repeating what she said, and he was like, nobody sees all of that. And it's funny how they're just focused on the few times that he may have flipped up on Bella and all of that and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. And now for Groovy, yeah, Ebuka had asked him about his relationship with Phyna and did he know whether or not he knew about Amaka's interest in him. Now Groovy had said that he did not know that Amaka liked him, which kind of means that Phyna did not tell him. Although I don't know if that is true, because somehow, I don't know, I just see Groovy as a very cunning person. Who knows? Phyna may have told him, but he's trying to remove himself from that equation by saying that Phyna didn't tell him anything about Amaka's interest in him. So yeah, he said that, and then he said he knows that Phyna likes him, but they're gonna see how it goes when they get out, when she gets out of the house. Now he did not say he liked her. I mean, he said the person he would have really settled for was Chumsy, that he really liked Chumsy, but they were not in the same space, so he couldn't settle for her. And I'm wondering, how can you still be saying you really like Chumsy after you saw how Chumsy always kept on trying to throw Phyna under the bus and how she was always, acting out? So I don't know. I think Groovy is not exactly really into Phyna. He's just more like trying to see how it goes and all of that. Anyway, that was all the drama that happened, and we're still expecting more to unfold. Hopefully not too dramatic, not violent drama. Hopefully not. And well, until anything happens, until that time, I am Bethy, and this is the Big Brother Naija show here on TAF TV, where I keep you updated on everything and anything happening in the Level Up season of the Big Brother Naija. Now, do not forget to like, subscribe. I still want to know who your money is on. Who do you think is gonna win this season of Big Brother Naija? And of course, enjoy the rest of your day.